everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with TressAllure. This is a brand new style by TressAllure called Excite. It's in the color 24/18T. Look at that. Curly, flippy, shade cut. It has a full mono top and a lace front and is made with heat-friendly fibers, which I'm a big fan of in the TressAllure line. If you want to know more about Excite, then stick around. I am so grateful to TressAllure for sending me Excite so I could show her to all of you. I love when new styles come out and I have a chance to show them, because you just never know who's been looking for that one piece, and then a new launch comes along and there she is. Now, like I said in the beginning, this has a full mono top and a lace front, so you can part this one anywhere that you want on the top, which is phenomenal. And because these are heat-friendly fibers, if you don't love the flippies, but you really love the overall style, very, very easy to take heat to it and tame those. So it really does have a lot of flexibility. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, this, as I'm filming this, this is not available yet. When you see this video, it will be available. I'll put a link in the description to this product at Name Brand Wigs, just as a reference point so you can go check it out, but you can certainly purchase this from any online retailer that carries TressAllure. I happen to have a coupon code for Name Brand Wigs, and I'll put that in the description. So I don't even know how much this will cost. I don't know the price point. I measured the nape myself, but other than that, there's no information available about this one yet. The nape is measuring at 3 inches. I measured the exact nape hair, so 3 inches. It may even be slightly longer than that, which means you're going to get really good coverage with this one, even though it's a short style. If you struggle with a low hairline in the back and you want to wear short wigs, but often those napes are too short, this could be a really good one because of that longer nape. Now, like I said, this has all kinds of curl and flippies and all of that, which I know some of you love and some of you do not. I hear from so many of you about your preferences, and I'm so grateful that there's all types of wigs out there, so every single person has an opportunity to find something that will work for them. So you've got these flippies, this curl pattern. Now this has what I would consider light to moderate density. So even though it's a really short piece, it isn't a super light density. You know, there is a decent amount of volume, and it's not from permatease. Let me feel here. Well, first of all, there's not gonna be any permatease up here because that's all monofilament. You know what? There's no poofy, pillowy permatease on this one. I didn't think so. I've been trying to get to know it a little bit. It has just a little tiny bit of crimpy fibers right at the cap, which helps give it a little lift, you know, hides the cap so you don't have to worry about seeing through the cap or anything like that, but nothing that's going to give it a ton of volume. It's the hair density that's giving it the volume that you see, and how they put these curls in. They kind of curled it so it kind of goes up, so that it does give that a little bit of a bigger look. So for my wig sisters who get overwhelmed by wigs, if you're new to wig wearing, you've been losing your hair for a long time, the permatease isn't going to be the challenge for you with this one. It's going to be the style. But if you love volume and you tend to gravitate toward those permatease styles so that you can get your volume, I think you might consider this one. It doesn't have that permatease, but it has the style that gives you can get it big. You don't have to have it big, but you can get it big. And you know, a benefit, sorry guys, I should have put a tank top underneath this. This keeps, I think it's a little low cut, so don't mind me as I keep adjusting. So as far as why that it's a benefit with the permatease is this will be cooler because it doesn't have much permatease versus pieces that have a ton of permatease that acts as an insulator and can make them hotter. So I really think they did a great job with this one. Let's talk about that lace front and the monofilament. So there's that lace front right there. You know, TressAllure is doing a phenomenal job with their lace fronts. If you want to really get this up and big, it looks just like it's growing out of your scalp. So I just love when a lace front is really good, because I think for my wig sisters who are super sensitive to knotting, that can be really helpful. Now, granted, this is a light color, no rooting, so you're not really gonna see dark knots, but I think they do a good job even on their darker colors. Now we have a full monofilament. I'll take this off and show it to you. It's all of that. What that means is you can part this anywhere you want, because it will all look like it's coming out of your scalp. The issue really is you can't see that monofilament much because of how the hair lifts up at the top of the cap. You could pluck it to try to see down to a part line if you wanted, and I have videos showing you how to do that, but I don't think that's really meant for this style. I really think the way this style is that you really don't see any parting up there. So that's all that monofilament. Not only does that give flexible parting space, but every single one of these fibers is hand tied into this, which means they're going to move naturally because there's a knot holding it in, and it can rotate around on the axis of that knot. So even if sometimes I say, you know, why, if I can't see the monofilament, then I kind of don't want to pay the extra money for it. But the reality is it's more than just seeing natural scalp. It's also about how the hair moves, and on a hand-tied feature, the hair moves more naturally than on a wefted feature. We've got wefting back here. We've got extended nape, Velcro adjusters, I really love those, and soft ear tabs with bendable stays. Metal stays in the ear tabs just help you to push it in a little bit so it will sit more snugly on your head. I am a real fan of these recent TressAllure releases. I think they're doing really nice work on the pieces. I think the quality is really good, and I really like their caps. I find them really comfortable. I would say TressAllure runs very true to average. They have tons and tons of stretch. I have a 22-inch circumference, and I can cinch a TressAllure cap in pretty far, so that which means that if you have a 22.5, 22 3/4, maybe even 23, I really think this is going to fit a little bit bigger for some of us, which I get extra camp up here. So overall, I think TressAllure runs true to average, maybe even a little bit bigger than average. If, on the other hand, you have a petite head measurement, I know it can be a struggle to find wigs that will fit you. There are tons of videos on YouTube that show you how to make a cap smaller. I have them all bookmarked in my Other People's Tips and Tricks playlist, and I will link that in the description, so you can go watch some of those videos and maybe learn how to make a wig cap smaller, which might make your wig wearing journey easier because it will give you more flexibility. Now, this one is tuckable, and you can see I tucked it there, and when you tuck it, it really tames down those flippies. So again, if if there's so many things you love about it, but those flippies are getting you, heat can take care of them. Styling and tucking can take care of them. The other thing I love to do with wigs like this is wear a headband. I show these headbands all the time. There could not be the easiest styling accessory. They fit perfectly with wigs. They don't squeeze my head. They're in my Amazon store, a whole bunch of different styles, which I will link in the description. But that really helps a lot. It can help tame the poof. It can help give you a different look. If you're really self-conscious that people are going to know you have a wig on, when you accessorize like this, if there was any chance that they suspected you had a wig on, which I doubt, that will eliminate the doubt from their mind, because who styles wigs, right? Us wig wearers know, but not necessarily the public. Okay, before we talk about color, I just want to kind of give you my overall assessment of this piece. I think it fits comfortable. I think it's going to be an easy throw and go for people who love styles like this. I think if you want to work with it, use heat, make it your own, I think it would be great for that. So I really, really am enjoying this piece. Like everything, not every wig is for everyone, and so it's such a good thing that there are lots of choices out there. All right, let's talk about color. So 24/18T. I've actually reviewed this color before. I reviewed it in Feathered Bob, and so if you want to see this on another piece that's more straight and longer, you can go find my review on Feathered Bob on YouTube. Now, in the description on the retailer pages, this is considered an ash brown. This is not ashy at all. And I said that in my other video. I find this to be a very, very warm color. It definitely has strawberry in it. It leans more toward like the strawberry light auburn. That's really what it reminds me of. There's no rooting. It's very dynamic, but it is not ashy. It has some ash tones in it. The 18, the color code 18 is like a light ash brown, dark ash blonde. I do think there's a little bit of ashy tones, but overall I find this to be a warm color, dynamic, kind of like a light golden strawberry brownish blonde. So, you know, it's important to watch reviews if you can find them, because sometimes those descriptions on the retail page aren't helpful. And so I don't find the description for this one to be helpful. All right, you guys, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you once again, TressAllure, for sending me this one so I can show everybody. If you haven't checked out TressAllure, I'm really impressed with their pieces. They have so many different options. They've been coming out with more heat-friendly lately, but they do have regular synthetic as well. I really, really like them. I think they're worth checking out. They're one of my top manufacturers at this point. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in my next video. All right, here is the color 2418T. Outside, it's overcast, but it is natural light, and it's kind of windy, so you can get to see how this moves just a little bit. You know, that lace front and the monofilament on top helps if it's a windy day as well. Ooh, that's a chilly wind. Making sure you guys get a good look at this. All right, everyone, thanks for watching.